Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. So for today's video, I wasn't sure what was I going to share as far as behind the scenes. Since I do love to share behind the scenes on Monday, I thought about doing my little notebook for Week in the Life. I will show it to you in this video, but I worked on it a lot last night and I really loved the progress that I made. And so I thought about that could be my video for today, but I wasn't quite ready to share it. And I am not quite sure how long the video is going to be because I'm in the process of stamping everything and adding some things to the notebook. So I figured that video would be really long and I wasn't sure if you guys wanted it in 2 parts or 1 part, so you'll have to let me know. I will explain more about the notebook when we get there, but for the notebook I started off stamping off camera just to kind of get my flow of how am I going to do this the most efficient, because there is a lot of stamping. So I wanted to figure out how was I going to do this, because I'm not someone that likes to stamp. Like say a whole quote's worth a page or a ton of stamping. It's time consuming, but it can be worth it. Like I just showed you this little page down here. For all of my little pages, I stamped 1 word and then picked a word for the day. And I absolutely love how it turned out. Totally worth all this stampy time. So I'll show that to you in a little bit. And I just decided for this video, let's just show you my space. I haven't done a cleaning up my space video in 3 weeks, and I also just shared last week my summer plans, and I'm about 6 days into summer, so I figured why not just do a 1-week check-in of how summer crafting is going. And I think it's off to an okay start. I feel like I have a lot of things started in my area. A lot of the projects that I'm working on are started, but I did notice that on my plans that I hung up on the wall, I put nothing about Week in the Life. So I might need to add in that because I have 2020 that I'm trying to finish, and I also have 2025 that I'm working on. But lots of little things are started, and so I thought I would show you guys what I am working on and just take you around my space because I love doing that. And tomorrow will be a bonus video for Studio Calico projects. It's a little bit of a longer video, but I had the opportunity to play with some Studio Calico stamps, and I want to show you how I use those in 3 different projects. So let's go ahead and get started, and I can take you around my space and kind of show you what's going on and what I've done for the first week in summer. So starting right here, this is my Week in the Life 2020 board. I'm sure I've shared it before, but I keep the whole thing on this board so I can just easily move it. And I think I mentioned that I want to buy an elastic to wrap around this. And I also might add some tabs once I get finished with this album. For each of the days I can add in a tab. But I think next week or this week, if I decide to do a bonus video, I want to share Thursday because I just wrapped up Thursday. Thursday was all about the blues and the greens, and I love it. So pretty, and this is so much fun to put together and use the journal. Like I even stacked some word phrase stickers just to try to use up those random sticker sheets. And then the end page. And again, this is so fun too, just listing out what was the day about and just a running list of the day and not feeling the pressure to do a paragraph of writing. That's not necessary. Just get it documented any way you can. And then of course in the bathroom with my kids and the video for the day. And just to remind you, these videos are from my Instagram stories. I took a screen recording and then I saved them in a format that I could view and uploaded them. So love that. And so that's Thursday. Now I only have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday So very excited to finish this book. I have all the photos in, and it's just a matter of, you know, time and wrapping it up, but I will. Now this massive thing, oh my goodness. I can't remember the last time I shared this. I'm not sure if I did, but this is all my ephemera for Week in the Life. And no, I'm not kidding. I went from most years having absolutely nothing, or maybe 1 or 2, 3 bits of something, to this. I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin. So it's just staying there, kind of daunting. And don't laugh, but look, I even saved this from a dinner. Like I think I rinsed it out and saved it. And my birthday was during Week in the Life. So there is some extra stuff in here because of Week in the Life. Like all my students made cards. So those are right there. And I'm not sure like how I would use them. I think I might just take a photo and then scan that in, or print it somehow, make a collage, something. And then a teacher gave me a donut, so I saved the bag. It's a big pile of stuff, so that needs to be tackled. Over here, I have some All About Me pages that I'm working on. I work with Michelle Corky Heart Designs printables, and she sent me these to work with. I don't think they're out in her shop yet, but they will be. I loved this photo and my hat, so I'm gonna pair it with this beautiful collection. It has kind of a retro color scheme, but it's called These Are the Golden Days. Let's see if I can lift this with one hand. So that's the second sheet. And I think there's one other sheet with 2 horizontal 4x6s. I just haven't printed that. But it's a beautiful, beautiful collection. I love it. Then over here, I was planning out some April All About Me pages. And these ones I will be using Studio Calico stamps. Grabbed the other project, but this is the opening page for April. And so this will be part of an All About Me video coming soon, but I wanted to open up with this card and a 4 from Studio Calico, and then one stamps they sent me. So this one I might add a label or 2, and I might stamp April with that one. And there's also this fantastic one. I think it's part of their subscription. I mentioned this in my Studio Calico video, so you will hear me say that. But Studio Calico stamps do not come with the name of the stamp, which is slightly frustrating because I can't like tell you guys what the name of the stamp is, and a lot of their stamps are in subscription. But I do plan on figuring out what the stamp is called, and then I can write it on here somewhere. But I have this one and this one that I really want to figure out a way to use here for a page about my husband and I celebrating 20 years together. And I also have this one they sent me. So I have a variety to use for those 2 pages. Then right here, I have some Allie Edwards that I put together about hobby. And it's going to be all about creative stuff. And so I did a large photo on one side. The other side is going to have a bunch of different mix of photos throughout the month. And this particular month, there was more creative photos because it was Week in the Life during this week. Same thing with working out. There was a ton more photos for April because of Week in the Life. So I just did a huge grid and then printed it out, left this spot blank. I wish I would have turned it white, but I forgot. So I will use the Grit Story Kit and figure out a way to fill in this spot. Saw in my Iris 12x12 bin that there was this leftover card, so I might use that to fill it in. But I've got some pieces here, and then this is the main photo for the other side. I think there's only one photo for the other side, but I want to go with pinks and teals. So I've got April all set up, most of my April pages, I think, and so I'm excited to put those together. It's just a matter of time, right? Everything is time. And then these are just this is April. I wanted to do one page about this story, Walking with My Friend. So I just have to figure out what I want to pair it with, because we do look like it's winter. We look like it's November or December, but it's actually April. So that's what kind of threw me off when I looked at this photo, and it just makes me laugh. This one, I don't remember why I printed it, because I don't typically print photos and then not have an idea of what I'm doing with it. But I don't know what this one is. And then these are from January, and I thought I was going to do a project, but I never got around to it. Over here, this is my notebook. So what I'm going to do is set this over here, so when I hook up my camera to here, I can show you guys better what I did for that process. And look, I got a new chair for my birthday. I'm so excited. I pushed it back into place so now you guys can see. My husband got it for my birthday along with the mat so it can roll better, and it's just fantastic. I love it. Here is where I was setting up some projects, kind of lining them up. It was going okay. I just have piles upon piles upon piles, and it's like I know what the piles are, but I'd like to get better at not having piles. I need to get some more trays, cookie sheet trays, so I'll probably do that. And Michelle from Corky Heart Designs, she will also have her June printable collection coming out soon. So I did one with my best friend, just a mix of photos from when he came to visit, and I love it. It's eclectic and lots of colors, lots going on. It's so fun. That was part of my stamping marathon. And so my friend Deneen, I will link her in the description box. She does an incredible summer project where she pairs one photo with a journaling card. And I started printing the photos, I started pairing the photos, but I haven't gotten very far with the project. And now I'm thinking, okay, I'm 6 weeks into summer. Should I do it? Should I let it go? I haven't decided, and I really don't want to let it go. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Over here, I was printing for April, my April books, and my cats knocked it over. So now I have to put it back in order, because I usually make a couple rows for where the books are going to go, like a book review pile, a mini books pile, ABC pile, and a romance pile. So that way I know what they were cut for. But like I said, my cats knocked it over. Over here, you can see that I have planned out all of August and September, which was slightly difficult because I didn't have all my September photos. I had to go digging through Dropbox. Down here, I planned out June through December in 2023, so that was really exciting. And then I checked off for 2022 down there on photos. So it's a good start. I mean, it's a start to something. Normally, like when I show you my computer, I just go ahead and turn on the screen recorder, but I decided to just real quick show you what I have. I made gigantic canvases, 48 inches by 24 inches. And what I have is the entire map of what I have in my album. So it's, you know, from the opening all the way to the end. I have noticed already that there is going to be some tricky spots with the horizontal photos. Don't take a lot of horizontal, or I should say, I didn't take a lot of horizontal, I noticed, but that's okay. And I may have skipped some of my outfit days. And I'm not sure what to put in this 4x4 section. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. You can see here's a September spread. I don't think I'll share these on YouTube, just so that I can get them done quicker. I might share it monthly as I go, but I've got August planned and also September planned. Head on over to my desk to see this one last little thing. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest and say that when I started to do this book on Monday, I was pretty daunted by putting this together at the end of the night, along with trying to, you know, fill in my journaling words and also try to journal in my actual Hobonichi. So on the first day, I filled in all of these right here, the stamping, and I don't know if I did anything else. I'm not sure if I did anything else, But it was a lot. It was a lot to try to do this, plus my journaling on my phone, plus in my Hobonichi, like I said. I know I just repeated myself, but I wanted to emphasize that. So what I did towards the end of the week, and I think I even took a picture of this because I thought it was pretty smart of me. So what I did is I took these Post-it notes and I lined them up on my desk by the dates, and then I filled in the different stats that I needed. So I needed steps, weather, bedtime, total photos, and everything, and was able to fill it in for the whole day and go number by number. So like 1, 2, 3, stamp all the ones, stamp all the twos, stamp all the threes, and it's worked out really, really well. And then I decided, once I was done playing with Friday, because I just picked Friday to stamp my stats and I really liked how Friday turned out, so I decided to lay out all of these to do the one word. Probably go into more detail or repeat some of this when I do my mini journal video, but I just wanted to explain it here because I'm very excited with how this is going and I'm very happy with the results that I have so far. So Friday, I stamped this out first, and then I was like, I like this. I'm going to keep doing this. Same thing with this. I colored in this box, and I put like 3 or 4 lines here to stamp. So that's why I did it on all of these. And then I did notifications. I just kind of picked and chose what I wanted to add there. And then I stamped a little bit more. I have to figure out what number this book was for the year. And then on the back, this is where I want to do the sticker collage of the ephemera. It's just a matter of organizing my ephemera and scanning it in, and then I'll probably just make a clear sticker. So that's another reason why it might be a 2-part video. But that's my thinking. Very, very excited with how this went. The other thing I wanted to show you is that during the week, what I did that I really loved was the mood range. I had a lot of fun looking up different emojis and like what they mean. It was a little tricky to look up ones that not only had the faces, but also had the names, like the names of, what it meant. And I told myself, if I don't journal in here during the week, that's okay, but just make a 5 bullet point list of different stories. And you guys, I'm so proud of myself. I journaled every single day in Week in the Life, and it was awesome. So I did some stats over here. That way, if I didn't get to this book, that was okay. I could pull from here, and I could pull from the notes on my phone and screenshots. This page does not have the stats as much because it was my birthday, and I really wanted to use this quote and the picture of myself. But the rest of the days do have the stats and the bullet point list of different stories. And again, these fabulous emojis. I thought I was going to color them in, but sometimes when I color in with my Tombos, it bleeds a little. So I might just fill them in with my Sharpie pen or colored pencils. I haven't decided. But more mood range. And then Sunday, I have one up here, and I had I'm going to journal a flip out because my coworkers threw me a birthday party, which was so awesome. So very excited with all the notes that I have for Week in the Life and where my project is going. Let me know what you think, and if you want a video on this, 1 video or 2 video, I would love to know in the comment section. Okay, so that is a look at my space. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing it. I hope you're getting some extra time to scrapbook or create in your space. I'd love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. Have a great day. Bye.